Hello. Hello. How's it going? Alright, I did not stream on Tuesday. So sorry. I was doing stuff. I was busy. I'm sorry I have devastated all of my followers. My sincerest of apologies. I'll do better. Maybe. Okay, so, I'm gonna do a quick 30-minute stream. We're just gonna answer questions. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm just answering questions. But randomly generated questions are the questions that I'm answering. So, here's what we're gonna do. What is this? That was what I wanted. Why is it not showing? Oh. Let me, there we go. There it is. There we are. Okay. So, what we need to do, this hat's really itchy, by the way. Okay. Here we go. First question. First question, are we ready? Alright. Do you think there is such a thing as the one, or do you think people are compatible with multiple people? I think you can be compatible with multiple people. But I do feel that there usually is, like, I personally believe there's in such as soulmates, in the sense of, like, you know, God has someone out there for you, right? Now, I'm not saying that's like a bound thing. I do think there could be more than one person that can be your one. Maybe not at the same time. Not at the same time. Not at the same time. But, like, if it doesn't work out with one person, if things happen, if decisions are made in which aren't the best from either party, because we have free will, right? I do believe you can find another one. It's not just one, and if it goes wrong, then you're out of luck. So I guess in this case, I do think you can be compatible with multiple people. Alright, next question. What are some things that you should not say at a funeral? What are some things you should not say at a funeral? Well, I mean, I guess it depends on whose funeral it is, you know? If it's a family member, you know, you don't want to sit there and be like, dang. Well, I mean, I guess this is actually anyone's funeral. If you're looking at a corpse, don't comment on its attractiveness, you know? Don't sit there and look at the corpse and be like, dang, that's hot. Let's just let's steer away from that one. All right, let's steer away from that one. All right, what's another thing you should not say at a funeral? I feel like this is a writing prompt. Things I shouldn't do at a stoplight. Making a sandwich is something I shouldn't do at a stoplight. What should I not say at a funeral? You know? Oh. Dang, they owed me money. Who's gonna give me my money now? Like, you gotta start asking people, like, so I lended them like $10. Do you think maybe I really needed that $10. Also, don't go after maybe not say things like wow, grief really suits you. I don't think that's gonna be interpreted well. All right. Moving on. Next question. Oh, that's not that's not it. All right. What was your worst restaurant experience? Oh, I got this. Okay. So, we were it was with me and I think my mom, maybe it was my sister. I don't really remember. We went to a Fuddruckers at some beach. I don't remember which beach. It was a beach location. We were on vacation, right? So we went to a Fuddruckers. We really wanted to go in there. And okay, so I have two restaurant experiences. This is one of them, but we were really hungry, right? And we just wanted to sit down. We wanted to eat. We had so they we waited for quite a while, like close to an hour, and then they led us to our seat. And then we waited about another hour before our orders were taken. I think I think it was another hour before, maybe it was an hour before we got it. It was a long time ago. But it was like we waited maybe it was like 30 minutes we waited once we sat down to actually get our orders taken, and then another 30, maybe 40 before we got our food. It was like an absurd amount of time. Like we're patient people. But this was too much. Like this was way too much. That's one of them. The other one is more recent, also a beach vacation. I was on vacation with my sister and her husband, and we wanted to go to a place that had crab legs because she really wanted crab legs. And there weren't a lot of places, surprisingly, in this area. Um, just because it was a more like smaller area. But besides the point, we we find a place, we get there, we park, and there are mountains of oyster shells in the back. That should have been like an omen for this place, really. So it's it's a they're known for the oysters, right? It's the oyster shack or whatever. So I wasn't really gonna get any seafood. We were really going just because my sister wanted crab legs. So we were like, okay, that's totally fine. So at the place, it's a decent place. It's the outside, I will say, is better than the inside. Inside is just like there's a bar, there's some tables. It felt closer to like a cheap diner or something, or like a mom and pa restaurant. But outside there was like a stage with live music, and there was like yard games and stuff, and there was a lot of people there. Very popular spot. And so we're like, okay, we can hang out. We can wait for a bit because you have the outside area. And so we're sitting there, we're waiting. And we're waiting some more. And we're waiting some more. And it's at least over an hour. Like an hour and a half, I think. I'd have to ask my brother-in-law, he probably remembers. We waited a really long time. We were already hungry by the time we got there. But we waited a really long time before we actually got to go inside, right? By the time we got inside, then we got to get at least the drink order. We were just getting fountain sodas, and we had to fill it up ourselves. And then, we got to the food order. I got, like, it was a pulled pork sandwich, right? It was on the menu. I was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll get a pulled pork sandwich. My brother-in-law got a burger, and my sister got the crab legs. So we're waiting, and our food comes out. She's got her crab legs. She's enjoying them. She's having fun. She's digging into it. Mine comes out. It's a pulled pork sandwich. It looks like the pulled pork. It tasted like, actually, the pulled pork that you buy from the grocery store and you put into you know, in your fridge or your freezer or whatever. Like, that's exactly what it looked and tasted like, so I'm fairly certain that's what it was. On like a cafeteria school bun, like a school cafeteria bun. My brother-in-law's burger, I I don't think I've ever tasted a burger that bad. It was like a thin, flimsy, like, yeah, I've had school cafeteria burger better than that. It was like weird flavor, weird texture, flimsy meat patty, dry bun. Like, it was, and condiments didn't help. Condiments didn't help. And mind you, we had been waiting. This is, by the time we got our food, it had been 2 hours since we got there. 2 hours. And we couldn't help but laugh. Because it was so bad. It was so bad. My sister felt bad because we went there for her. But I will say the desserts were great. They're known for their oysters and their desserts, apparently. So we each got a dessert, and the dessert at least made it better. But oh, brother, that burger was awful. And the thing is, we saw someone come in, and they were sitting at the bar. They were one of the like live music performers, and they came in, and I saw that they got the burger. I watched them take a bite of it, look at their burger, and then just douse the thing in ketchup before taking another bite. Oh, yeah, those are probably the two worst. All right, next question. Here we go. What do I think the best invention is? Oh, best invention? That's hard. So, what is like, I mean, because you got like indoor plumbing, right? That's great invention. We love that. Um, Obviously, like I live on my phone. Like, phone is a gimme, but I don't know if that's like, I don't know if that's the best invention. Cause like, what are we saying is best? That's what I want to know. Like, is best like most useful, or like has had the most impact on humanity as a whole? Like, has progressed us? I'm really stuck on indoor plumbing, man. I appreciate the toilet, you know? I'm glad I ain't got to go in a hole in the backyard. Like, especially right now, it's cold. It's getting cold. All right. Um. But like, then again, I could live fine without. But like, telecommunication, right? That's super duper important. You can communicate with people long distance, far away, not have to, you know, put a letter on a pigeon. Ugh. All right, it's either indoor plumbing or telecommunication. You guys can pick that one. All right, next question. Would you want to know when you'll die? Ooh, good question. Good question. Also, my shoulders look like, those look so like broad today. I think it's just this shirt. Also, I think it's the fact that I'm like hunched forward. Okay, beyond the point. Okay. Would you want to know when you'll die? Huh. Would you want to know when you'll die? I think no. I think I'd rather not know. Because then, you're just, that's all you're thinking about is, oh, this is the time I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm coming up soon. I gotta get everything done. Like, I feel like that's like living in an anxious state. Whereas if you don't know, like we know now, right? We don't know when we'll die, most of us. Um, it's a better mindset. You're not focused on death, right? You're focused on life. I mean, I guess someone could argue if you knew, you could make the most of the time because you knew exactly how much time you had. But I'd rather as it is right now, where you don't know when you'll die. So no, I don't want to know when I'll die. How do you handle stress in your life? How do I handle stress? I don't. No, I handle stress. A lot of times I rely on my family a lot. It's very helpful to have a good relationship with your family and to have a good support system that you can lean on when it feels like things are too much. Um, Music is great. I love listening to music. I will get in my car and blast it, you know. But I mean, if I'm in a place where I'm like really really stressed, where I just feel like I have so much, I will write down, like I'll journal, but it's more kind of like a word vomit, where I kind of write down everything that is on my mind, everything that I feel like I don't have any control over, things that I wish I could change. And then I'll write down what I do have control over and steps I can take towards, you know, getting past whatever it is that's stressing me. 'Cause usually the time when I'm stressed is because I have so many things happening all at once, or things that are coming really quickly, or like people, like if I with color guard, if I teach them something and I'm stressed because they just can't seem to get it, and we have a show coming up, like I will, I'll write down what I can do, and I'll write down what's out of my control, right? Like I can't force my students to practice, right? I can encourage them to, and I can tell them what will happen if they do and what will happen if they don't. I will try, like I try to instill that kind of behavior into them by giving them like video assignments, and then they have a consequence if they don't do their video assignment. Um, and that is, I do that video assignment literally just because if they'll come back, and if I don't give them the assignment, I'll be like, hey, did you guys practice? They're like, yeah. All right, let me see it. And then it's obvious they didn't. So, how do I handle stress in my life? Music, talk to friends and family, usually family, um, writing, and I would say also reading. I like to go, I like to read, what is it, Matthew 27? Hold on, I have it written down. Matthew 6:27. Sorry, I don't even know if there is a Matthew 27. Matthew 6:27. So chapter 6 of Matthew is great because it's talking all about anxiety. Um, and so Matthew 6:27 says, "And which of you, by being anxious, can add a single hour to his span of life?" And it's basically just saying, if you live your life in anxiety, you're not making it any longer. If anything, you're making it shorter. Like, there's never been a person in this world that, by being constantly anxious, they've made their life longer. You're not doing anything productive, but they're not getting anything done. You're not, it benefits no one. Um, and that's always been really helpful for me. I actually have it on a letterboard over there. That's what I was looking over there for. All right. Next question. Yeah. Okay. What do you think the purpose of life is? Ooh. 42. Yeah. All right, what is your favorite day of the year? Favorite day of the year, favorite day of the year. You know, there's a lot of good days. Christmas, birthday, 4th of July. What's a good? Let me look at a calendar real quick. Let's look at a calendar, go through the days, and we'll pick out which one we think is the my favorite. Because you know what, I don't. All right, let's start at the top. Start at the top. January. All right, you got New Year's. My birthday. MLK Jr. Groundhog Day. President's Day. Someone else's birthday. Someone else's birthday. Someone else's birthday. Easter. Tax Day. Definitely not that one. April 25th. Not too hot, not too cold. All you need is a light jacket. Favorite day of the year. I would like to say my birthday. That feels a bit egocentric, but I really do. I really do enjoy my birthday. I get to go, so every year we go to IHOP on my birthday for breakfast. Sometimes it's just me and my dad. Sometimes it's all of us. It just kind of depends on who's busy, who's up, who wants to go, you know? And you know, people reach out that you haven't spoken to in a while to wish you happy birthday. Like people that you were like, oh, I didn't realize you cared. And you know, sometimes it is just like a hey, happy birthday. But like even in that one moment, somebody was thinking of you, right? They saw that it was your birthday and they took the effort, even if it was to just type out happy birthday. Like there was an effort made on their part. And it's a nice feeling, you know? It's a really nice feeling. Because I don't really care about getting like gifts and stuff. I do get free stuff. I do care about the free stuff. I love getting free stuff. I'm a big fan of getting free stuff. You get the Sephora birthday gift. I'm not gonna lie. Last year I got two because I went to Kohl's and I got the Sephora birthday gift, but they didn't like scan my email or anything. So I also got the online birthday gift because I also bought a lipstick. So I got two Sephora birthday gifts last year and it was actually really nice. You also can get some like free stuff from places. You can get a free bar cake or ice cream from Publix. That's always nice. Publix also does a half birthday where you can get a flower bouquet. Like, just saying. That's also great. But yeah, we're gonna go with birthday. Birthday! Birthday! Alright. If you could relive any day of your life, what day would you choose? What would you do differently? Any day of my life, what would I do differently? Oh. That's a... I would say, oh, geez, that's really hard because, like, I could go way back or I could just do something. Maybe, like, when oh, I think when I chose to live off campus, because I did the easy route, right? So my sister was already living off campus, and and there was the room that opened up, and so I just joined that, and it was really nice. It was really great. I enjoyed that. However, a lot of stress in my life had come from living in that house. After like everyone moved out with the landlords, it's really long stories of things, and it would have just probably been better for me, especially socially, if I had just gone in the dorms at least for like 1 year, um, or gotten something else, like lived somewhere else that wasn't like sister, you know? I feel like that's probably, like, I could choose something more drastic, like I had gotten a really bad car crash once. I wasn't injured, but I feel like I needed that to really, drill into me how important it is to always stay focused when you're driving. Because no one was injured in that accident. I could pick that day, but I really do think something more important is choosing to live elsewhere for college. Because I mean, I ended up fine, but like there was a lot of stuff that happened in college that, I probably would have benefited from being, um, like being forced into more social environment, where I wouldn't be able to isolate myself as much. But anyway, yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. Okay. What is the most unfulfilling part of my life right now? Ooh, unfulfilling. Unfulfilling. The most unfulfilling part of my life, we'll go with, I would say probably the amount of time I spend just, doing nothing. It's consuming media. You go on TikTok, you're like, oh, I'll go on TikTok for a few minutes, and then you're there for like 3 hours just scrolling. And a lot of times I'll find myself, I'm sitting there, I'm just scrolling through comments. The same TikToks playing over and over and over. I'm just reading comments because people are so funny. And so yeah, I will say the most unfulfilling part right now is just the amount of time of my day that's filled with just consuming, whether it be TikTok or watching TV or watching YouTube. You know, like I have things I could do. I have more productive things I could do. I could be making art, right? I have several paintings that I've told people I will make for them. I have yet to do so. I could be, applying for another job. Because, I mean, I teach color guard, right? But it's not necessarily a high-paying job. Because it's contracted work and it's not even year round, right? You have fall season and winter season, but there's nothing in the summer. And you have like kind of something in the spring, and then you have the end of July, which is band camp. But even then, like, the amount of money that I make with both fall and winter is not, like, would not be enough to sustain myself if I were to be living on my own right now. And that is typically the goal of adulthood, is to be able to sustain yourself and be able to, make enough money to live without depending on everyone else. So yeah, I would say that. Let's see, we have time for, oh, we don't have time. I guess that's the last question. That was kind of a bummer. That's fine. We'll jump to daily games real quick. Let's do that. Let's jump to daily games. And then we'll call it a day. Alright. Here we go. Wordle. Let's go. Classic. Wow, that was helpful. We're gonna ignore that letter and go chart. Okay. Let's go. This can be a LS, a GS, a YS. X-rays. All right, I got the R in the right place though. Draws. It's not gonna be that. It's probably gonna be a noun. It could be grass. Double S. Oh, there it is. Look at that. I always forget the double letters. I always forget when there's double letters, man. Goodness. Okay. Moving on. Next one. Strands. Strands. Okay. Out of line. Oh, sorry, my eye is itchy. Oh, I still have mascara on. That's why. I forgot to take my mascara off. Okay. Out of line. Out of line. Out of line. Out of line. Crew. ECK. Wreck. Rex. Door. Door. Out of line. I don't. Lines. Dent. Jeez. Off. Off. Seesaw. I don't know. We're gonna do a hint. Askew. Okay, so off is right, but it's gonna be like off blank. Or, yeah. Is cattywampus on here? Misaligned. Sloped. Slope. Askew. rock. Crooked. There it is. Crooked. Lopsided. I see it. I see it. I see it. There it is. Lopsided. Okay. A little off. I see it. A little off. Beautiful. Tilted, uneven, and then slant, a slant? I didn't realize a slant was a word. Alright, one hint, but that's alright. We figured it out, we just had to get it going. Alright, here we go. Connections. Alright. Kayak, pilot, plane, shell, even, madam, truth, civic, level, fluke, odyssey, dugout, label, raft, flat, accord, Honda Accord, Honda Civic, Honda Odyssey, and Honda Pilot. Boom! Come on. Boop, boop. Skirt, skirt. All right. Shell. Dugout. Raft. Fluke. Truth. Kayak. Kayak, madam, level, and there's got to be one. No? Dang, all of those you can spell forward and backwards, but there's not another one that you can do that with. Dang, thought I had it. Thought I had it. Dang. Alright. Even, level, flat, plane. Okay. Madam, blank. Truth, fluke, kayak. Dang. Okay. Maybe raft, kayak, dugout, shell. Okay, great. Love that. Label, madam, fluke, and truth. Biblical, what was it? What, hold on. Biblical figures plus starting letter. Luke, Abel, Adam, and Ruth. Oh. I see. Okay. Well, I got a perfect puzzle. Thank you. Alright, moving on. Moving on. Next puzzle. Turtle. Let's go. Party. And then craft. Oh, we're doing 2 R's. Maybe panty. And then this can be or all alt ert q no w e b e t bet T-O-L, maybe? T... O... T... L-Y... I-L, like lintel, but that's too many words. Metal, we can do AL. Yeah, we'll do metal. Okay, got a lot of letters on there. So R has to go here. Blank, so that's probably chart. Got that word down. This, so F is gonna go somewhere. N has to go in this word. L has to go in this word. So maybe L here. N, maybe there. E-N. We can do F has to go in one of these words. So maybe this. F, we'll put F somewhere in that one. Blank, maybe O. Are they? Votin. We'll go voted, and then we'll see if O and D is in there. This one, we're gonna go large as well. Get a couple more. No, the R is not in there. Let's go falls. Okay. F is not in that one, so F is in the bottom word. O is in there. Often. I see, often. And then V and D. V. Valid. There we go. Got it in 3. Third on 3. Nice. Alright, moving on. Framed. My brother's not here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to... I don't know, movies, man. Yeah, I wanted it on that. Oh, we're moving on. Bandle. Stop the music. Here we go. Daily Bandle. Alright. No thanks. Released in 1980. 82 million views. Easy par 1. Oh, we're gonna play that again. Yeah, I don't know. 1980? tape in it. Sorry. I don't know. I think I'm just too tired for this. Anyone? Anyone know? Does anyone know? I genuinely don't know. Salome! Alright. Oh, jeez. Got it. Sorry. I forgot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's fine. We figured it out. We figured it out, guys. All is well. Circuits! Oh, where to go? Circuits. Hit the ground! No. Hit the ground running. Sorry. Running. Tread. Blank. Running. Blank. Tread lightly. Tread. I don't know. Blank balloon. Helium. Lead. Balloon. Tread. I don't know. Flower bank. Flower bed. Bed and breakfast. Give it a rest. Rest assured. Bad hair day. Rest day. Day pass. Running blank. Blank bed. Tread. Tread. Blank bed. Huh? Blank balloon. Tread. I only know tread lightly. Blank balloon. Helium balloon, lead balloon. Hot air balloon. Deflated balloon. Red balloon. Running down. Running around. Running fast. Running away. Running. I don't know. Bed. River bed. Flower bed. Ant bed. Messy bed. Uh, I have no clue. I have no clue what this could be. Alright. Running wild? That's not it. Wild balloon, wild bed. Running water? Water balloon, water bed. Tread water. Oh. Ah. They said river. Okay, I see. I see. Okay. Moving on. Time for Nerdle. 1, 2 plus 3, 5 equals 4, 7. Oh, okay. Maybe it's a big number and it's a multiplication. So let's go 41 times 9. We're going to get calculator out. 41 times 9 is 369. What is it times 8? 328. What about times 7? 287. What if we go 61 times 9? 61 times 8. Okay, we'll try that. 61 times 8 is 488. Oh, I forgot to change that to 6. Okay, 4 is correct. This is wrong. Maybe it's a small number and it's divided because it's not multiplied. Okay, so maybe 41 divided by, oh, I don't think 41. I don't think, is 41 a prime number? I think 41's a prime number. We're gonna, sorry. Excuse me while I put the music back on for you as I sit here silently. Maybe okay, so I don't think it's 410. Maybe this is like a maybe 910. No, I think that's too big a number. Maybe it's 110. But then it'd have to be divided by a... What if we just do minus real quick? 11 minus... Oh, it's not 11. Sorry. Let's do 41 minus... No. Uh... 41 minus 9 gets us to 32, divided by 4 is 8. We'll try that. Do 41 minus 9. Yeah, and then divided by 4 equals 8. Just see. Oh, because sorry. I forgot. Order of operation works in Wordle. My bad. In Nerdle. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Well, dear Aunt Sally, please excuse me. I'm so sorry. I can make a blunder like that. Okay. Equals. So this can be 1, 4, 9, or 0. Let me try this. 11 minus 7 minus 4 is 0. Okay. This is going to be divided then. 7 minus 4 equals. Okay. Oh, well, 91 is divisible by 7. Minus 4 is 9. There we go. We got it. Jeez. Alright. Lordle. Therefore, son of man, pack up your belongings as if for exile. During the day, while they are watching, pretend to go into exile. Go from where you live to another place. Perhaps they will understand, although they are a rebellious house. I don't know. Old Testament? Alright. Torah. Nope. Nevian? Okay. Joshua, Judges, Samuel, Kings. Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Minor Prophets. Former prophets? Oh, okay. Latter Prophets. Okay. Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel. And then all the others. We'll try the top one again. Alright. Isaiah. Dang it. Jeremiah. Dang it. Ezekiel. I'm not doing well here. Okay. Before Jerusalem's fall, Ezekiel's prophecy against Jerusalem's sins. Ezekiel prophesies against the nations surrounding Judea and Jerusalem. After Jerusalem's fall, Ezekiel prophesies hope and restoration. Okay. I'm not doing this. I'm doing real bad. Okay. Message about coming exile, false prophets, useless vine, various judgments, coming exile, various things, warns them, commands Ezekiel, simulate escaping. God commands Ezekiel to enact, simulate escaping Jerusalem, as he does. Okay. Right. Oh, dang it. Son of man, you are living in the midst of a rebellious house. They have eyes to see, but do not see, ears to hear, but they do not hear, because they are a rebellious house. Therefore, son of man, pack up your belongings. Perhaps they will understand, although they are a rebellious house. Bring out your belongings, pack for actual... Okay, you know, 2 tries. You know what? Dang. Alright. 2 stars. Almost. You know what? If I had just read all of these and then that's my fault. It's alright. You know, better than 1 star. Better than 1 star. Alright. Time for Schmashtel. Last thing of the day. Dark Pit. It's a dude. Mario. Alright. Not an angel, not a human. Let's go Meta Knight. Okay, let's go Mega Man. Got it in 4. Got it in 4. Alright, good on me. Alright, that's it. That's literally it. That's all I'm doing today. Quick stream, taking this off. My hair's still wet. I took a shower. Alright. There we go. This is hurting my ear. I have the ye old beats in. Alright. And yeah, that's really it. I'll see y'all later. I'll try to get another stream in. I'll figure out something. Just a quick stream like I did today. Sorry I didn't stream on Tuesday. I'll try to be better about that. Okay, it's late. I'm leaving. I'm tired. Goodbye.